What do you do?
I'm Jake Frenz. I'm the CEO of SmithRx. We're a pharmacy benefit manager on a mission to fix drug spend in the United States.
Okay, and how would you do that?
We do that by providing just a super simple, transparent, pass-through pharmacy benefit offer. Like, we only charge a per member per month administrative fee.
Okay, and how is that different than some of the other big carrier-owned pharmacy benefit managers?
Great question. There's two different paths here. One is the traditional path, where that's where the market is today, where they're incentivized to charge more for drugs in a lot of ways. The alternative path is a transparent pass-through path where we look for the lowest cost drug.
Why would an insurance company want to allow somebody to pay more for a drug?
It's a little bit more complicated than that, I'd say, but these are Wall Street publicly traded companies whose bottom line often goes in front of lower cost products. And that's been clear, and pharmacy benefit managers, namely, are at the forefront of, FTC, DOJ, the media has called them out, even on the front page of the New York Times a few weeks ago, Sunday edition. They called out pharmacy benefit managers as the ultimately powerful middleman. It's a great article.
Okay, so if an employer's wanting to find ways to reduce the cost of health insurance and improve their benefits to their employees, what's one thing you think they should consider?
I think they should just consider taking control, period. This is a different path from fully insured, or even if they're self-insured, ask your broker questions. Take control of all the pieces and understand why. They should be simple answers.
Okay. What's an emerging trend that you think employers need to pay attention to?
I think an emerging trend is just rising cost of drugs. I mean, we see it across the board with GLP-1s, with Humira, which is a blockbuster drug, made $130 billion over its life cycle. I think all these things, these trends that are in healthcare where costs kind of lay, look at those areas, understand why, what the impact is to your employees and family members. They should be at the forefront. They're the patient. They get left behind too often. And then figure out what the best path is for you. And it doesn't need to be tomorrow. But this is not a risky option. Self-insured is not a risky option, nor is choosing the best partners. And it doesn't have to be that traditional model.
Okay. Well, as an executive, you operate a health plan as well. And for other executives that may be watching this, what's one piece of advice that you would give them as maybe a first step, or the biggest piece of advice you'd give them to fix their healthcare plan?
I'd start asking questions, simple questions, and look for simple answers, just like anything
Like
in
what?
business.
Can you give me an example? Like, what would you ask?
I would ask, what's your per member per month? It's a simple question. You know your outlay for your overall healthcare costs, both medical and drug, but what does it come down to on a per employee per month or per member per month basis? This is simple. You can have your CFO or head of benefits take your quarterly invoices on a monthly basis and divide it by the number of employees. There's your trend. It's that easy. And start measuring it and asking questions. Why is it going up? What are the biggest contributing factors? Have we put any programs in place? And again, you rely on your broker. So I'd say go ask your broker these questions and look for clean, specific responses. And if you're not getting them, it's one of those things in business. You're the CEO or the executive. Someone's not giving you a straight answer.
Yeah.
Is there something else to dig on there? I think so.
What would be the incorrect answer, do you think? If a CFO or CEO, HR manager goes to a broker, asks why is my cost going up, what would be a red flag to you?
If someone tries to explain something overly in a complicated way, convincing you that a higher cost product with some kind of rebate in arrears or some other mechanism that makes it okay, that's not okay.
Specifically about pharmacy benefits, is there something in the ecosystem that you see is driving innovation today?
I think independent operators, there's been many new ones coming into place. Mark Cuban started Cost Plus, his mail order pharmacy, about 2.5 years ago, and it's cranking. It's doing quite well. They're attaching patients with lowest cost options, but there's opportunities like this that exist in the marketplace where it's a great experience for your employees and the family members, but they get the drug that they need, and oftentimes at a $0 member cost share. So they're benefited, the plan benefits, because it costs widely less than the traditional model, and it's just a better path.
I think that's completely unique. So many people don't take their medicines because they can't afford them.
Yeah.
And this is how employers can improve their benefits by providing medications at no cost to their employees. I think that's awesome. Thank you for doing that.
Oh, thank you. You're amazing.
Dude, man, that's awesome.